So, for those of you who subscribe to one of my many other channels here on YouTube, you guys will know that I've had a small involvement with a film called The Right to Love. Now, The Right to Love, An American Family, is a LGBT film, and the film itself, while not giving too much away, I can definitely say it touches upon many different topics that affect the LGBT community on a modern day basis. And this has kind of got me thinking, right, because we have problems at the moment that are not getting addressed in the right way, is what I think. You see, the thing is, back in the 1990s, there was a film, programme made over here called Queer as Folk. And while, yes, it did make it over to America, over here in the UK, it only lasted for 2 series, and the second series was kind of like 2 hours of, well, not really much happening. And yes, in America, it was made into sort of more like CSI kind of thing. It was made into a proper series and did last for quite a while. Now, while Queer as Folk was groundbreaking for being in the 1990s, talking about issues like rimming and sexual activities, affairs, drug dealing, that sort of thing, it did deal with some gay topics as well. And while those are all well and good, the fact that it did deal with those sorts of topics, it kind of didn't really last long enough to be able to go onto the gay community and the issues it faces today. And this is why the kind of main message for this video is for me to say, bring back Queer as Folk. Now, of course, the reason I say bring back Queer as Folk is because the kind of LGBT community movement sort of thing has changed a lot. I mean, let's face it, back in the 1990s, name me a place anywhere in the world that was even considering talking about gay marriage. Oh, farted. While there were lots of LGBT-related suicide deaths, Queer as Folk didn't really go into that, and it wasn't much of a hot topic. But yet, these days, we've got a genuine problem with it. Well, I mean, some people won't think it's a genuine problem, but for me, when you've got kids, even before they are teenagers, killing themselves because of bullying and just general homophobic activity, something has got to put an end to it. Now, the reason I mentioned The Right to Love and kind of what happens in the film is because it's based on the Gay Family Values, which is here on YouTube. Link below to their channel. Now, that film is made up of certain YouTube videos that do feature in there, but it goes on about all different aspects of the gay community. You know, everything from gay marriage to a gay family to gay suicide to just, oh my god, loads of different topics. But we need something more mainstream to show this is what is affecting us. One of the things that I do personally believe now is that minds can be changed when people see it for themselves. Harvey Milk, and he said that, you know, gay rights were an up-and-coming issue. And the only reason that people would vote for things is if they knew one of us. And that is really true to this day. So why do I want Queer as Folk bringing back? Well, basically, the reason I think it should be brought back is so as we can show people the modern day problems that we've got. And yes, okay, you can go and do an American version of it. You can go and keep the British version of it, whatever you want to do. And obviously, for those people who did watch it in the 1990s, obviously the characters aren't going to be the same. They're going to have to be played by different people, there's going to have to be a different setup, it's going to be completely different. But Queer as Folk does have a market. And of course, there is always going to be people who would say, I wouldn't watch something like that. I found that when I was trying to promote the Right to Love movie for the UK showing over here. You know, people say it's not going to appeal to me. But you see, the thing is, when it comes to issues like that, it's the people who say, I don't want to see that, that's not going to be for me, that actually need to go and see it. You know, they need to understand certain things. So I will also leave for you guys below the link to the Right to Love website. I've done a UK showing over here, not quite sure if I'm going to do another one yet or not, it's just kind of complicated. But all I can say is there are showings literally worldwide. So go and have a look on the website. If you can find a screening, go and have a look at it. It's an amazing film, really good. So thank you very much for letting me ramble on again. I shall speak to you guys soon. And of course, I could be hired by Queer as Folk. I can be a diva.